What's up, everybody? I'm Matrix Andrea, and we're going to continue our playthrough of Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus. Today it's going to be the Dark Chasm of Old. We're going to do all three locations. Currently I'm in the Shaded Woods version. Dark Diver Grandal is right there beside me, and I've already got the portal open. So I'm going to show my stats. And I'm going to show my gear, which is subject to change, because when I fight the Dark Lurker, I'm going to have to wear something that, or use a weapon that's not dark, because it's strong against dark. But let's get on in there. Also, you'll see that I have 0 souls. I had actually started recording down in this area, and then I fell into a goddamn pit because it's so dark. So let's just try this again. And like I said, it's dark, so I'm going to light up my torch. I'm actually going to equip my flame butterflies so that I can have easy access to them. Now the goal down here in the Dark Chasm is to light up a torch, and then you leave, and that's how you know you've succeeded. There are dark phantoms down here that you have to kill before you can leave. So there's a few in this room right here. I'm going to try to poison each and every one of them, and that way the poison can eat up their health, because they've got a decent amount of health. And then hopefully they'll get pulled in one by one. There's my blood stain over in the corner. Not expecting that guy. The magic that they shoot at you, though, it knocks you down if you get hit by it just like that. Very, very, very annoying. But they can be poisoned too, so it's not too much of a chore to take them out. And the enemies in here usually drop bonfire ascetics if that's what your interest is. Oh, excellent. That's actually how I died when I was in here. I fell into that hole that I knocked him into. So yeah, let's light this up. There's holes on the floor, and it's difficult to see when you're not using a torch, so just be aware of that. I don't want to turn the brightness up on my TV though, so that's what the torch is going to be used for. Now there's 3 different locations for these Dark Chasms of Old. I'm in the Shaded Woods, and then there's Drangleic Castle, and then there's the Black Gulch. And all 3 of the layouts for these areas are different, so you got to be real careful. And in each and every one of them, you have to fight these Dark Phantom guys. And usually for these guys, you can just R1 mash on them and take care of them like that. Not too bad. Although they can be fairly annoying. This guy's just hugging me and not leaving me alone. And I'm not going to take any chances, hence the torch. All of the phantoms are dead, so I should be able to just drop down this pit here and we'll go to the next area. So give me just a second. And as soon as you finish each Dark Chasm of Old, you get rewarded from the Covenant. So as soon as I talk to Grandal, he'll give me the rank number 1 reward. But I'm going to cut it ahead from here, and we'll go to the Black Gulch. Alright, so here we are in the Black Gulch, and I already died once in here already because I got gangbanged by 2 enemies at once. That's why I'm going to be using my club, and I'm just going to bash the shit out of the enemies that come up to attack me, so... Let's see if we can get some revenge this time. So the problem here is that you've got one of these turtle guys, and there's Xanthus Scholar enemies with the headgear, and I gotta see if I can just bait one of these guys at a time, because fighting 2, that got me killed the first time. If he wises up and comes after me, he's just going to get magic spammed the next time, because I'm not going to play this game with him. I'm not actually sure where the Xanthus guy is right now. Yeah, there he is. He came running at me the first time. But I'm going to try to poison him this time and then drag him up here, and then I'll kill him too. Him I could actually just use my sword to deal with, so I'll just equip my long sword and take care of him that way. Unfortunately, my poison ran out on him, so I'll just finish him off with the sword if he decides to get his ass up here to fight me. Okay, I'm about to run over there and get him. And then there's another one of these guys down here. Yeah, and he's poisoned, so we'll give him just a minute to die. It's been a while since I've done this, and I can't remember if there's another turtle guy down here, but I'll equip my club just in case. I don't have the strength to swing it with one hand, so if there's another turtle guy, I'll have to two-hand it and fight. I know there's another Xanthus guy, but I'm not sure about the turtle. And then, like in the other one, you have to light this torch up before you leave. And then we'll kill these guys and drop down the hole at the end. Okay, yeah, there is another turtle guy. Let me see if I can hopefully pull them up one at a time. Okay, I don't know how the fuck he did that. I'm gonna call it cheap though, because that was cheap. Nope. Now, admittedly, I got lucky there that he didn't kill me, but I thought that he would get staggered or knocked down to the ground when I hit him, and he rolled right through it, and he still took damage. But there's also one more of these Xanthus guys, so I'm going to chop him up with my sword. And I'll equip my flame ring, and just to be a real douche, I'll use the Pharaoh's mask so I can look like an old man. But you get, I think, 100 extra fire defense from using the Pharaoh's mask, and you get that from the Crown of the Iron King DLC. Fuck, I forgot about this dude. Fuck you too. That is the last of the enemies for this area. So I'm going to cut this ahead, and then we'll be in Drangleic Castle, and we'll finish it up there. Alright, so here we are in Drangleic Castle, and this is going to be the third Dark Chasm of Old. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this one last, but I guess I have no choice now. So let's try to get this over with. Again, my souls are 0 because I got killed while I was trying to run through here, so let's just see how it goes this time. First things first in here, there's little narrow pathways with instant death pits beside you, so it's good to light up a torch so you can see where you're going. And as I'd said, that Havel monster is the first enemy in here. So I am actually going to try to poison him just to make this go faster. Now the other enemies that are in here, they're not quite so tanky, so I can go back to my normal weapons. One of the things about the Dark Chasm is that you can actually get invaded while you're down here, and if you are, you'll have to take out the invader as well as all of the NPCs, so you got to be real careful while you're fighting. And I have been invaded down here, which totally wasn't cool, because I'm just here to PvE. I want to go fight the boss, and you get some douchebag that's trying to troll you, and they come and invade you while you're here, and suddenly you're having to deal with losing your Estus and everything else that happens, but shit happens in Dark Souls, so I'm not holding it against the people that do stuff like that. Alright, so here's the last torch that we have to light up, and then there's one more NPC that we have to fight, and then I'll go fight the Dark Lurker, and then we'll be done with this episode. I find the Drangleic Castle version of this area to be the most confusing, so it might take me a minute to... Actually, nope, there it is, right there. And you can actually keep this hole between the two of you and poison her. If you're lucky, you can make her fall in. But I'm gonna fight. I'm just trying to be careful that I don't fall. Alright, so once I drop down here, the Dark Lurker fight will start. So I gotta switch some of my gear out because the Dark Lurker doesn't... the Dark Lurker is strong against dark equipment, so I've got me a lightning claymore. And the worst part about what I'm doing is I absolutely forgot to switch out my spells. This is going to be a disaster, but we'll see. I gotta switch my gear too. Alright, let's just see how this works out. Okay, not quite as bad as I thought. I cannot actually believe that I actually won. And it might have looked terrible on camera, but holy shit, I actually did it. And Dark Orb actually did more damage than I thought it would. So that takes care of the end of the Dark Chasm of the Old. And you just have to drop off into the pit and talk to Dark Diver Grandall one more time, and then we're finished. And I'm actually really happy that I was able to do that. So I guess stranger things have happened. Let's go finish up this this covenant. Alright, so when you talk to Dark Diver Grandall, you get the last piece that you need. You get the dragon chime, which you need 50 faith to wield, and I'm not going to be able to do that, but at least I'll have it, and I can say that I did it, so excellent. I'll cut this ahead. Give me just a second. Alright, so when you finish talking to Grandall, you get Great Resonance Soul for your rank 2 reward, and then your rank 3 reward is the Xanthus armor set, and then you also get Climax as a reward. With the Dark Lurker Soul, you can get the Life Drain patch from Strayed, although I'm not going to be using that, but all in all, I guess a decent attempt. I was able to beat it on my first try, so pretty good. I guess that'll do for today, though. I'd like to thank everybody for coming with, and then I'll see you all again next time.